Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. I've been a crafter for almost 30 years, yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget while having fun at it, hit the like, subscribe and stay tuned.
DIY number one. And we're going to take this from Dollar Tree. And this is like a wooden sign. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over. Don't worry about that twine because we're going to cover all of this. For that, we're going to use spackling, lightweight spackling. You can find it at Dollar Tree, but I got this one that is a little bit bigger because I use it a lot. Then we're going to start spreading that spackling. I'm using my hand, but you will see that I would change it to a spatula because it will be a little bit easier. We're not going to cover the sides. We're just going to make it like this, like it has raw kind of sides, like it is coming out. You will see what we're going to do, so don't worry. We just want to leave those sides like that. Do this to all of them like this, and then we're going to start making lines just like this because we're making brick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those lines like that. Those are the grout lines. And yes, we're using the grout as the brick and the negative space as the grout. Let me just do this to all of those. And as you can see, now they are dried. They are looking cute. And we can start painting. For that, I'm going to use flag red and I'm going to use black. And I'm going to mix them together just to paint that background. Let me just mix them together like this. Take my time to get a beautiful dark red kind of crimson color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them completely, all the sides, the brick and everything. Let me just cover it completely just like this and finish out that piece so you can see how beautiful they look. I'm going to just finish with this, cover it completely as you can see, go all around it. And now that you can see that I have finished, I'm finishing the other one. What I'm doing is I'm just mixing red with this color to get that beautiful red tone of that brick to pop. I'm just going to continue doing this, and as you can see, it gets a beautiful color, and I'm going to repeat that to all of them. It's just like a dry brush, but a wet brush. So I'm just going to do this, just blending those colors, adding a little bit more red here and there, and then I'm just going to let this dry completely so we can move on to making it cute. So let me just finish with this. Now I'm going to take white chalk paint and I'm going to do the lines or the grout lines. For that, I'm going to use a thin paint brush. Let me just get it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those lines just like this. And I'm going to go all around those lines, adding that beautiful white grout to all of them. Don't be perfect. And even try to make it a little bit wiggly so they look real. Now I'm going to take a vivid orange, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a good dry brush to all of my bricks like this. I'm just going to go all around it, making sure that I give it a good dry brush so they look like actual brick. As you can see, we have it there. Now I'm going to take this beautiful mermaid tails from Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take puffy paint so I can make those lines that it has raised, because they are indented and I want them raised. So I'm going to go all around it like this and just adding those lines like that. Then I'm going to repeat that with all of them, and I'm going to flip one of them to the other side so I can have two going one side and one going to the other. Here you can see them. Now I'm going to take some spackling and I'm going to cover that hole just like that, making sure that I cover the hole completely. Then I'm going to take black paint and I'm going to paint them completely. I'm just going to go all around it, painting the front and the sides to make sure that none of that wood is showing. Let me just finish with this, paint it really well, and then I'm going to repeat that with all of them. Here you can see them. They are drying. Now they are dried. And I'm going to take this beautiful aquamarine color. I just love it. It's so beautiful. And one of those tails. I'm going to give it a good dry brush like this, but I'm a little bit heavy-handed because I want to add lots of that aquamarine, but I don't want to lose the black background. So I'm going to add a dry brush instead of a coat of paint. After I finish with that, I'm going to take gold paint, this brush metals gold paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry brush those lines that we made raised. And look at that. It is looking so beautiful. I'm going to repeat this same steps with all of my tails. For this one, I use peridot, and for that one, I use amethyst. Now that I have all of them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them to the background. And as you can see, I glued the first one here. Now I glued the one that goes to the other side and the amethyst one here. And here you can see it, and this one is my favorite, my absolute favorite. It looks so beautiful, but I want to know what you think. So go ahead and leave me a comment down below in the comment section and let me know what you think about this one. And this is part of the Junoween playlist collaboration, and it is hosted by my beautiful friend Annie from Indiana Jones. Go and check her out, and you will find in the description box down below the link to the playlist so you can go and check out what everyone else made for this awesome collaboration. I'm so excited, and I know you're going to find lots of beautiful things over there. DIY number 2. And for this one, we're going to use this beautiful Seahorse from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that twine on the top, cover it completely with lightweight spackling that you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm not using the brand from Dollar Tree, but you can use that one. I'm just going to cover it completely like this, and I'm going to paint it like painting it. I'm going to spread it. Let me just say spread it all around it like this. I'm going to go all around my Seahorse, just making sure that I have enough of that spackling to make some texture all around it. As you can see, I'm using the spatula to give it some texture to that beautiful Seahorse. Now it is dried, and we're going to start using foam clay to make some embellishments to this beautiful Seahorse. For that, I'm just conditioning the clay with my hands, just like this, so we can make our sausagey thingies. And what I'm doing is I'm just using the palm of my hands and just mushing them around. Then I'm going to take that sausagey thingy and I'm going to apply it to my Seahorse, just like this. And as you can see, I'm just removing the excess. And don't worry if you can see that it is a little bit raised or it won't stick to your spackling, because we're going to fix that by using a round dotting tool to make dots all around like that. Do your dots and make sure that it is sticking, and go ahead and do all of that around your beautiful Seahorse on the pattern that you like. As you can see, I did this one, but you can use anything or do anything you want. So I'm just going to continue doing this. Then I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then I'm going to take black paint and I'm going to paint it completely in that black paint. Let me just start covering it like this. Just make sure that you're painting all of the dots that you made to make sure that all of it's covered in that black paint. Go all around it like this. Then after you have finished, we're going to let it dry really well, and you can see it's looking super cute, but we're going to add something to this. And for that, we're going to use aquamarine, this beautiful paint, and what we're going to do is we're going to start dry brushing that aquamarine, but we're going to be a little bit heavy-handed on some places and a little bit lightly handed on others. Let me just go all around it so you can see what I'm just doing over here. As you can see, I went heavy-handed over there, but I'm just going a little bit lighter over here. And I'm going to repeat that heavy-handed motion a little bit higher. Let me just go here. And you will see that I'm just doing that dry brush and adding more on the places that I think that it needs a little bit more. And here you can see it's super duper beautiful. Now I'm going to take some of this beautiful gold paint from Brush Metals Full Cart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dry brush on the raised parts that we made with the clay. And for that, I'm just using the same paintbrush and the gold paint. And I'm just giving it a good dry brush all around it. And look at that. Those raised thingies are looking super cute with this gold paint. Go ahead and do it as much as you want. Add as much gold as you want. And when you finish, you will have a beautiful decor piece like this one. And I'm so in love with this one. But I want to know what you think because, yeah, I'm biased. This is so So cute. Look at that. It is looking so beautiful. Just let me know what you think because, yeah, I'm super biased.
If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. But if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. In the description box down below, you're gonna find the links to all of my social media so you can go and check me out over there.
DIY number 3, and for this one we're gonna use this beautiful mermaid that I made on my Cricut. You can use a sticker and a wood round that you can find at Dollar Tree. Also, we are gonna use spackling, lightweight spackling. And what I did is I placed that decal on my wood round, and now I'm applying my spackling like this. And I'm going to go all around it making texture. So you make sure that you're adding lots of texture to this mermaid. So go ahead, just play around with your spatula or a spoon or a fork or whatever you want to use. But make sure that you add lots of texture to this. Go all around it. Make sure that you add enough texture. Remove the excess spackling. And when you have it, as you want it, as you can see, I'm just playing around with the texture. Remove the sticker or the decal or the stencil carefully, like this. Then let it dry really well, and then come back with gold spray paint. Spray paint it really well, let it dry, and then come back with this beautiful amethyst and the beautiful aquamarine. And we're gonna mix both colors on our mermaid to make it look cuter. It will look magical. So let me just start with the aquamarine. And as you can see, I'm not going heavy-handed. I'm making it more like a dry brush, but I can keep on adding more of that aquamarine later on. I did this and I just went all around the tail with the aquamarine. Then when I finish with this, I'm going to add some of the amethyst and do the same thing with the amethyst. Now I grabbed it and now I'm going to do the same, just doing dry brush on top of that beautiful blue. And it will get that galaxy kind of unicorn effect. I just love it. Then I went with the purple and I just went to the tail and the rest of the body. But don't worry, we're going to add more of that blue aquamarine. So I'm just going all around it doing a dry brush to make it look cuter and different. I want the tail and the top part of her body to look different than the tail. Well, yeah, I said tail. The tip of the tail, it's purple. And the tail, it's blue. Now I did that and I'm going to take my aquamarine and I'm just going to go all around it. And as you can see, I'm just blending those colors together to make them look super cute. Now I'm going to take some water and some black paint and I'm going to mix them together. Just mix them really well, and with a paintbrush I'm going to start adding that to the background. The spray paint is because we don't want this to sink on the wood and make it look all dirty and gross. So the spray paint won't let that happen. It just will make this look like bronze or something like that. And as you can see, I'm just going all around the mermaid and all around the background just to make sure that the background looks like bronze and the mermaid has this beautiful wash, dark wash, so she looks like it is raised from the round. I let it dry and as you can see, here it is. And this one is so beautiful, so perfect. I just want to know what you think, so yeah. I love it. And as you know, I'm biased. DIY number 4. And this is our last one. And I'm going to take one of these that you can find at Dollar Tree. And those are wooden plaques with different thingies. Now I'm going to take some black paint and I'm going to paint it completely with this black paint. You will see that I will go all around it, covering the seahorse, the background, the sides, and even the beads. I'm just going to do this all around it because I don't want that wood to show. So I'm going to go all around it, painting it, making sure that I have painted everything, let it dry really well. Then take black and white, or if you have perfect shade of gray that you want to use, go ahead and use it. I'm just mixing mine, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sponsor or foam brush, and I'm just going to start pounding or spouncing that paint like this, just sponging it away. I'm going to add enough to make it look like it is there, but not enough to cover everything. Now I'm using watered down brown paint. And as you can see, I'm just using it like this, just going all around it. And I'm adding it to the frame so I can let it dry a little bit before I pat down the excess. Now I'm just patting down the excess, and as you can see, it's looking super cute. And I'm going to take my aquamarine and I'm going to start dry brushing the sides or the frame of this beautiful plaque. I'm going to go all around it, and I'm going to do the same to the beads. So just go all around it, add it to the beads. Then we're going to take some of our black paint and we're going to paint the seahorse again. Let me just go all around our seahorse, just making sure that it is painted because we need it black. Then I'm going to take the aquamarine and I'm going to start dry brushing that aquamarine on our black seahorse. And look at that. It is looking super cute. I'm going to continue adding because this is a project that you can add as much as you want. So I'm just going to continue playing around with my aquamarine, adding more and more of that beautiful paint. I'm in love with it. And I'm going to keep on doing this until I have found that I added enough. Yeah, I went heavy-handed with this one. Then I'm going to add some black and water. And I'm going to make another wash. And I'm going to use this wash around my seahorse and around the frame. I'm just using my paintbrush just like this to add a little bit of that watered down paint all around it. I'm going to continue doing this, and I'm going to do the same to the frame and the back of the seahorse just to blend those colors a little bit better. I'm going to continue doing this until I have finished, just making sure that I have covered everything. Now I'm going to let it dry really well. And here you can see it, and this one is so beautiful. Look at that. I'm making a set, so you will see the other ones next time. If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel. Now it's time for our final reveal, and here you can see all of them together once more. I'm so happy and I'm so in love with this set. I just love it. I'm so biased. I want to know what you think because yeah, I cannot decide which one is my favorite. They are so super cute. In the description box down below, you're going to find the link to the playlist so you can go and check out what everyone else created for this awesome collaboration. As well, you will find Indiana Jones' channel so you can go and check her out. She's awesomely talented, and I know you're going to find lots of beautiful things on that playlist. Go and check what everyone else created and go and check out Annie's channel. And remember to let me know which one is your favorite because, yeah, I cannot choose.
And that's it for today. This is everything I have for you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this ones. And remember to share this video with a friend because that's a free way to help this girl out. It lets YouTube know that you like this type of content and it will recommend it to other beauties like yourself. Take care, my beautiful friend. Bye-bye.